Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's finish this complete beginner's guide to Legend of Grimrock, or at least finish this first level. And I'm going to continue to kind of discuss elements of the game with you to help you get into it and understand some of its logic. So, another thing that I kind of was thinking about after the first video that I didn't mention, this is the starter party. You have two fighters in the front, you have a rogue, and you have a wizard, right? Or a mage. So something important about that is you'll notice you don't have a healer, and there are no healers in this game. It kind of gets away from the Holy Trinity in the fact that you just don't have any spellcasters who heal. What you have instead in this game are healing potions, but not a character that can heal. So just, as part of the design and the feel, that just isn't a thing that you can do. You can always rest to recover your health, which we'll look at, but we haven't needed to do it just yet. So here is the screaming, statue face thing, and it says heal my sight as the clue. And whenever you get something like a blue gem, you don't know what it is, you can pick it up, and, while you're carrying it, your cursor is hovering over it. You can see if it does anything. You can try to put it in its mouth, on its nose, but you'll notice it goes in the eyeballs. So I can put my blue gem right there, and this will give you a sense that we are on track for solving this puzzle. Now, a few things I want to tell you. Number one, this is a spoiler, but just so you know, there's no shop in this game. There's no vending. There's no purchasing or selling of anything. You're in this prison thing. That isn't what's happening. Nobody survived this, okay? So, your chance of finding a shop is 0. So if you get a blue gem, it's not like it's a valuable thing. There's, in fact, nothing that's valuable beyond its utility for your party and your survival. So just keep a hold of things that you might want to use, or things you may feel are necessary for a puzzle, and for encumbrance sake, you can just drop everything else on the ground and usually go back and get it. Just make sure you leave a note for yourself of where it is, right? So that's one thing, and there's no sale value for items. Another thing is, whenever you get into puzzles, remember them, because the game will recycle puzzles on you in different and more complicated ways as you go. So if you've seen a trick in this game, always try it again. Like, if look for a hidden switch, try torches, take them off, put them back on, try to interact with the environment, do whatever you can to try to figure out how to progress, find secrets, and solve riddles in the game. All right. Now, as I use that blue gem over there, I want you to open your mind and also consider pieces of equipment, pieces of food. These also might be what you need to solve a riddle if it asks for it. So you might need to use a torch or some food or a piece of armor or whatever it is, depending on what the puzzle is asking for. Okay, so don't take those out of the equation when you're considering what I might want to use for a puzzle. What I do, quite honestly, is I try everything. I'm going to save the game and open this up. I'm going to get my spell ready and go. I want to just fight one of these dudes, if I can, at a time. Alright, so let's see. And, alright, we got this guy kind of going. Right. Okay. I'm just walking this guy back as much as I can so that he doesn't get a hit on me. I'm pretty sure that these shambling mushroom dudes can also shoot a ranged attack, but it might be the more advanced versions of these guys that do that. But just notice the way that combat functions in this game. It's a dance, and it can be very, very maddening. I've had parties with, I tried with 4 spellcasters, and trying to get 4 spells on standby at a time is just so difficult. Now, notice that my spellcaster, his energy is way down. So I'm not going to be casting spells very frequently with this dude. But at the same time, I should have enough in the tank. Oh, this guy's getting frisky. This guy wants to move a little bit more. I think it's worth talking about as I just kind of dance this guy. And you can see it said on my character sheet, out of energy. So I couldn't cast it. But you do slowly regenerate energy if you have enough food and you're not over-encumbered. There are certain status ailments that prevent you from regenerating energy. But anyway, there we go. We got it. Game looks great. I mean, this is an old game, and I just think it looks fantastic. It really, really holds up well. And now we're in. Good. Okay, so we've killed those. Now, I'm going to close this so you can see my energy. My energy is pretty low, right? You could see it's like 19 out of 70. And my spell, okay, that I have takes a certain amount of energy. And fire burst. Fire burst. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you. You just kind of have to, I guess. I think the second game it would tell you. This one, not so much. Oh, here we go. Oh, my torch is about to run out. I got to get that ready. Oh, there's even more. Yeah, there's a ton of these dudes. I'm just going to kind of try to make sure that we only get one at a time. I do not want to fight two of these at once. It would be bad. There we go. All right. We sort of did it. I'm going to go back over here, and I am going to take this torch. This torch is bad, too. How's this one? Here we go. All right. Let's get myself a nice torch. Oop. Here comes the bad guy. Shambling toward me. Oh. I almost let him hit me. And I don't have quite enough energy for that spell. Alright, let's see. Well, you can make a calculation here, I guess. How much energy do I have? 16? And is that going to be enough? Come over here. I cast it, and I went down to 4, so maybe it's 15 energy. There we go. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of experience. Now look at us. My food is about halfway down, and in terms of my experience, I am 130 away from leveling up. So we're getting really, really close to leveling up. I'm going to get all these food. These mushroom guys also, they drop food. They drop these herder caps, which you can eat. Alright. And they're not poisonous or anything, they would tell you. That's the map. You can rest right there from the menu. I'll show you that in a moment. And let's pick this up. We got a Grim cap. Just going to check it out for secrets. Now, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to close this door. The reason I'm doing this, I'm going to rest, and I want to just demonstrate that I've cleared out this area, so nothing is going to come at me. If I close this, I'll be safe. I'm going to pick up the torch and put it in my bag. There's a torch here, so I don't need it. And I don't want my torch to go down while I'm resting. I'm going to push R, and you just rest. And you see Z, 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 Z. And I just rest until my energy fills up on my character, and then push R again to wake up. You can also right-click your character portrait, and then go up here and click Z, Z, Z to go to the rest. But I just use R. And then I'm going to go into my inventory, pull out... Man, I want to use the better torch, and I'm going to push F5 to save the game, and I'm going to open this up. And we're going to walk around. And from here, let's see. Okay. Okay, no secrets yet, but look, there's another blue gem in this prison cell, and you can even see, as I'm looking at this, there's a button on the wall that's very similar to the button that we saw before, but slightly different. It's even more obvious. It's like a big rectangular button. So you can see the secrets when you're facing the wall right in front of you or off in the distance, depending on its obviousness. Okay, there's a lever over here, I see. And I'm just poking around, making sure I don't miss anything. All right, good. Nobody's hunger is in the yellow, so I'm not going to eat just yet. I am going to pick up a tar bead, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but I'm going to get my spell ready. I'm going to save the game, and I'm going to pull this lever. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, this door opened, all right? So we got the door open, and then we got in here, and we pick up another blue gem, all right? Now, I'm in here, right? I can get out. There's a bench here. That's kind of them for your eternal imprisonment. But what happens if I push this? It doesn't look like anything happened, right? But let's keep going. And look, right back here where I pulled the lever, something opened up. This room opened up. It was not here before. If you look at the map where I'm at, you can see it. But listen when I go inside. It says secret found on the bottom, and there's a magical chime. That's what happens when you find a secret. So what did we find? Well, we got a dagger. Okay. So I'm going to give this to my main dude. He's not good with a dagger, but it's better than bapping people with the torch, probably. I'm going to pick up this, and I'm going to pick up this cave nettle as well. Now I'm going to right-click my dude. Cave nettle, okay, is an herb, and tar bead is an herb, okay? Now, what this means is we don't have the way to do this yet, but these are ingredients for creating our own potions that we can use. You can make potions to heal, potions to restore energy, potions to cure you from poison, potions of resistance, all kinds of different potions that you can make. So these ingredients are very valuable, but you cannot make them until you get a glass bottle to put the potion in. And again, in true Legend of Grimrock fashion, those are limited. Okay, and I'm going to take this torch. Put this back. Give this guy a torch. So you have to hoard your ingredients, hoard your glass bottles, because the amount of potions you can make is limited. The amount of ingredients you're going to get is limited. All right, I'm going to pick this up and put this eye here. Both the eyes are blue. Oh, God. And look at that. We got a surprise. Now, this is an example of a much harder enemy. A guy with a spear. Skeleton man. But the cool thing is, I mean, he is... Look at his awesome shield. Notice the symbol on the shield that he's got there. It's a mountain with a gear. Pay attention to the icon. Oh, that was a foolish move. The iconography and stuff of the statues, the personnel that you find, for just clues about the game's story. And 90 experience. Now, that guy was not hard. All right? That guy was actually pretty easy. He's very slow, but you can see more of those guys at once, and then it becomes more difficult. But what do we find? A Legionnaire shield and a spear. Now, look at my dude. I am not really good with, you know, armors yet, or with spears at all. But let's pick this up and pick this up. All right? And this goes under the reach weapon category, okay? And so I'm not fantastic with this, but I'm going to use it, but not here. I'm going to use it with my rogue for now, so she can hit things from the back. And I am going to give this to my Minotaur. All right? Now, check out the shield, what it does. I'm going to right-click on him. A shield gives you evasion +5. So shields just give you evasion, and that's it. They don't give you protection. At least this one doesn't. So if you have somebody with, like, massively negative evasion, a shield isn't going to help them. But as you get your armor skill up, okay, you'll notice that you do not get the penalty from wearing armor, which means you will lose some of the evasion penalty on the armor, and you will actually be able to get both protection and evasion. But at first, it's a little bit harder to do that, all right? There's the same symbol that we saw on the shield on this door, okay? So this is like we saw a soldier of this place. I am looking everywhere for traps. Just look on the ground for pressure plates or pits. You don't have to look at the ceiling. Looking on the walls, remember you can use right-click and drag to kind of look around if you'd like. And I'm going to look around here and here. And, ooh, here's a light. And here's an area with a torch. And here's a scroll right here. And what is it? It's some story. And so scrolls provide clues, story, other information. Doors of iron. Great rewards can be found behind these doors. To gain access, look carefully for small details and use your wits. So basically what they're saying is that if you want to open this door, you need to look for a secret mechanism. And here, over here, I saw it out of the corner of my eye, there's a switch. We can push it, but it doesn't open this. So that seems odd. You're like, well, what happened, right? And does the torch do it? No, but this had to do something, right? So we could try to figure out, what did we do? Now, you can always go back and retrace your steps, but instead, I'm going to go right over here, and I'm going to show you this. Look at this blue crystal. This is a save crystal. If you click on this, everyone will get full health and full energy. I'm going to click on it, and your game will be saved. Now, you'll notice it dims, which means you can't use it again for a while. So you can't constantly come back here and get full health, but it's a great way to get energy and health back and save the game. All right, and I'm going to get this scroll, and you'll notice that this says Crystal of Life. Touch to regain health and restore life. Now, the second part, restore life, what does that mean? That means that if somebody dies, okay, we haven't had any characters die, but a character can die, and they just become like a skull, and you're just hauling around a dead body. And until you have the means to get that back, they will not come back. You can't rest to heal them. You have to come to a Crystal of Life to get them back. Okay? Okay, so one thing I do want to note before I move down and get this scroll here, you'll notice that, you know, the map has not populated any information about this crystal. Now, you see the pit right here is clearly shown, but we're going to need to fill that detail in. So I'm going to kind of click right here, and I'm going to say Life Crystal, like that. And then I'm going to put in the margin of the map, I'm going to put that there is a button on this wall. And I'm going to put this is a locked iron door. So that I just kind of remember like what's going on, keep track of everything. All right. Now, kind of waltz over here, pick up this scroll of Poison Cloud, and let's take a look at it. So you can see that this requires Earth Magic level 3, and it's done by just turning on this lower left corner rune. But our buddy here does not have Earth Magic level 3. So we have a choice if we want to go into Earth Magic to get Poison Cloud, but that's just our choice. Now, when I look to this direction, which, you know, I guess given what direction I'm facing south, and then I'm turning over here, and I'm now facing east, and there's a staircase. Now, you'll notice the staircase is marked on the map, and I can go down. Okay, so I have that choice if I want to go down. But I'm going to kind of look around and just see if I missed anything. Why is it that there is a button by this iron door? Okay, but look right here, there's another button, and we got it. Okay, so I'm going to mark this on the map. Look right here. Button. And now, because we pushed both of them, we found another secret. You hear the chime. And we can go in here, and what did we get? We got a whitewood wand, which we'll give to our spellcaster, and another scroll, and we're going to dump it in here. Now, this whitewood wand requires Spellcraft 1, and it gives you +5 energy. And I'll show you, we have Spellcraft of 2, okay? And if I take this whitewood wand, you can put it in the hand of your mage, and then use that to cast spells just like a bare hand. And it says right here, this magical staff is a powerful weapon when wielded by a potent mage. So it's telling you that if you have the ability, you can use this. Now, why is that good? Well, check it out. First of all, if I have the wand here and I right-click, now I get to my spell in the exact same way that an open hand would. But also, you'll notice that my energy is 75, and without it, it goes down to just plain 70. If I equip it, it goes up to 75. You can see it regenerating. Now, you'll notice that there's no attack power. You cannot attack with this, okay? So, you can use it as a spell catalyst. It's like a catalyst, but not an actual weapon, all right? But that's great. So, we have now an even more powerful way to set up. Also, notice how I have the fire magic spell set here, but if I close this window, right, and go back here so I can look at my character or maybe even attack, when I go back, it has remembered until I cast the spell, so you can set up an even more complicated spell and have it kind of just sitting there for yourself. But you can remain at this screen and then get back with a right click. But if you want to go faster, you just leave that open. All right? So, now, is anybody, like, starving? Not yet, but we're getting there. Okay, fine. And the crystal is blue again, so we could use it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it for when I need it. I'm going to push F5, and I'm going to save the game. All right. Now, we can go down. We're on level 1, into the dark, and if we go down the steps, okay, we get to level 2, old tunnels. All right. You can see I'm over here on the left side of this map, of this book, rather. And, can you get back to other pages? No, it doesn't look like you can. There's got to be a way to go up and down, but maybe not. Okay. You'll notice that the map is not filled in. But if I go up the steps, okay, I am on level 1, and I'm here. It's all filled in, all remembered, all your notes stay, everything like that. Now, watch this. If I turn, okay, on the staircase, you will go down if you just turn in place. So remember that. There might be a time when that is important. All right, so here's some barrels here on level 2. And we go and we see a snail. All right. And I'm fine fighting a snail, but does this lever open? It does. All right, so we can, like, throw, and we can throw. Now, remember, we do know that there is a crystal right above us, so we're fighting relatively easily, and oh my gosh. 2 of our people just raised levels. You heard the chime, and you see it says level up over characters 1 and 2, our 2 fighters. And I'm going to pick up this food and put it in their backpacks, and then I'm going to go up the steps so we can talk about this. All right, so look at this. It says, okay, we needed a certain amount of experience to level up. Now, these, you need 850 here and 850 here. So presumably everybody needs 850, but not everyone has equal experience. And I think that it goes back to the theory before about you need to actually deal combat damage, okay, to get that experience. Oh boy, and I got caught on the staircase loop. That's always fun. All right, I'm going to go get a torch. There we go. Just pull a switcheroo. And that's why the fighters kind of went up faster, because, you know, they're hitting every single person. But we're really close with everybody else. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's go ahead down. And when you level up, you go down here, and you get 4 skill points with this character anyway. So we get 4 skill points to spend, right? And this character also gets 4 skill points. It very well could be 4 for everybody, unless you have some kind of other bonus. But that's very cool. And now it's time to make some good decisions about this, right? So mouse over whatever skill you're looking at and think, okay, what happens? Well, if I put 1 more point into swords, I'm going to get +1 strength, which is pretty darn good. I could actually put all of it in there and take swords to 7 and get 5 health. But I also like the idea of getting health +10 and moving up toward light armor proficiency with armors, okay? So if I put 1 point in swords, all right, you can see now strength +1 is lit up, and it says down at the bottom, Kontar Stone Skull gains strength +1. Fantastic, right? And then if I go up to armor, I can go 1, 2, 3, and get 10 health. Now, I want you to pay attention. This game, there's no take back. All right? So when you put a point in, it's in, and there ain't no take back. Unless, of course, you save the game first, which I did. I quick saved it. Then you can, like, just reload. But in this situation, there's no, like, tweaking. You did it. But we got ourselves 10 extra health, and we got a strength. And we're going to increase, slowly our attack power with swords once we get one. We don't even have one yet to really take full advantage, but that's okay. Now, let's go to our buddy Mork, and Mork is actually hungry, all right? So he's very hungry, so I'm going to give him something smaller, this baked maggot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to right-click on this to eat it, and you'll see that it does not restore my full satiety, but it restores enough, all right? And if I were to eat this snail slice restores a ton. So I know that it does more than the, a Grim Cap for sure, but then like that little baked maggot or a herder cap or something like that. So I try to save my bigger meals for when I'm extremely hungry. And now let's go here. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to keep going with maces? Maybe. And he has way less skill points because he didn't start with any bonus like the human did. But if I go up to 4 on mace, let me show you something. Let's look at this. I have a mace right here, and it's 19 attack, minus 7 accuracy. But if I put 1 point here, does it go up? Accuracy did. Put a point here, does it go up? Accuracy did, and attack. You see? So this is going up slowly, slowly, slowly. We got vitality +1, which vitality is your overall health and stamina. It gains, it also affects the amount of health that you get every level past that. So it's extremely important for having a lot of hit points. This character has 97 health, for example, and this dude only has 77, okay? And then we have 1 more point, and what do we want to do with it? Well, I actually want to go and start putting it into armor. We'll get protection +1 at level 2, and we want to have our guys in the front wearing incredibly formidable armor because they're going to be taking the brunt of all of the damage. So now we are leveled up with the front 2 characters, and that's all you get, is some skill points. But that's, good enough. All right, and we found a cap, okay? So we found a hat to wear, and this goes in the head slot. Protection 7, protection 6. Okay, I'm going to give it to this dude because his protection is slightly less, and now he's got a hat on. He's happy about it, I'd like to think. All right, let's pick up this rock and put it in her inventory. If it wasn't her rock to begin with, she might not automatically pick it up. So you're going to need to just do that for yourself. If it was already a rock she had and she threw it, then she'll pick it up. All right, I'm just looking around. There's a little dead end here. Make sure there's no secret. Not yet. Now, these boxes and barrels, you can just break these if you want. Smash into it, do some damage, and see if there's any treasure inside. There wasn't. By the way, just speaking about breaking things, your gear does not have any kind of durability. There's no breaking of your gear. There's no repairing, nothing like that. Oh, but look what there is. It's a snail. Oh, that was poor positioning. I didn't mean to do that, but I did it anyway. Alright. Doom. And now everybody's up a level. Alright. So one thing you can do if you really want to be sure to get everybody up a level, actually no, not everybody. Oh no, they are, yeah. Is make sure you do damage with everybody before you kill something. So if you've noticed somebody has missed or didn't do any damage, make sure they can take some kind of action to do damage so that you don't miss out on leveling up. Now I'm going to go up and level again because I don't want to, get into a fight. I just want to do this safely. And all right, Yenica Whitefeather has leveled up. Now, what do we want to boost with her? Right? I actually like the idea of boosting up throwing weapons with her, okay? She got strength +1, and then daggers. Check this out. If I get Assassination to level 12, it says, reach attack. Attack with melee weapons from the back row. Okay? So this is good. I want this, and I'm going to boost that so she can use daggers in the back row. Alright? And then over here, our mage, spellcraft gets you spells and helps you with energy. It's just generally good. And then you could think about going in. We could put 3 points in earth magic if we wanted to get poison cloud. But I'm actually going to put... it also increases the efficiency of your fire spells. I think it makes them cheaper and maybe do more damage, something to that effect. So I'm going to go ahead and boost 1, 2 here and get a spell unlocked. 2 spells at 5, what I don't know what they are, and boost my fire magic and be done. So now, everybody, we have done level 1 and we are on level 2 and everybody's up a level. And we're cooking with gas. We're starting to get more equipment. We got a wand. We found some secrets. We found a saving crystal, life crystal. And we're learning more about the game and getting more powerful. I think this is a good place to stop the episode, everyone. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an excellent day. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks so much. Take care.